Greetings to all in creation. This is Aurora, and it is the 21st of March, 2022. This morning, I had such a strong guidance to reach out to Ashley McElveen over in Beaufort to link me back to my case. And so I had to upgrade her about all the demystification and all the work done and how Ayacuinta just got me out of there, out of like politics, not love, tried to set me up with Hustlers Hollywood, and Amber and Adam that just infiltrated Wexford to place certain items to allow him to further, as I put it, use power over, use my father on the phone in guilt consciousness where, if my father tells me the truth, they'll kill him. And, then, telling me that they're poor. So then, I have to like be subservient. And then once the cops showed up and they're like, this guy's abusive, we don't want to talk to that guy on the phone, like Aaron and Partridge when I was like on a golf cart at Spanish Wells eating candy, because I had told the man, if you want to get me out of here to play another round of, no, you're not an archaea, you never gave me a session, you don't work with atoms, can you make a list to tell us how much you charge for your prostitution, when I don't do none of that. But it's the same recurrent tone, and it's all linked to Matt Hudson and Dima Local Beach Angel, where they have this fixation. It goes to the war between David Abbott Rogers and the Jason crew that said, not here. So Sage Room was paying me under the table so that they can start using my identity since then for the Christine Amber plan, and then send me out of here to base Godhead out of here. But since they saw that I'm very powerful and came back, and that I provided many sessions to those Atlantean people that then formed a whole army against these people, now these people want to run away from here. Steven next door here and Tatiana want to go all the way to like California, buy Aurora Diamond, Rainbow Morningstar, relaunch AuroraMythofNewCreation.com, take over Aurora Diamond Star at iCloud.com, since they have like the robbed phone from Collier, and they have all the information that they've been stealing from here, like every time I'm here in the house and every time I'm not participating in, being sexual with the assigned agent that is serving them, whatever, this operation is from the Whole Foods, since the Valerie down in South Beach, Miami, with the British guy. And then, yesterday, and they give me choices, but then, I had to go all the way to Forsyth, meet him, and he had to do it at 33 Park Plaza, just under the cameras, so that, they always want to acknowledge that I actually assist them on their spiritual journey, and that I'm their reason to get up in the morning and live, and that I help them get like a lot better. But they want to always swipe my work under the rug and make it seem like I'm some delinquent prostitute, going there, and that I don't really engage them because, they don't have enough money for me. I don't know what storyline they're inventing. And then apparently the Atlanteans also have a conglomeration where like people like Ayacuinta, they have like Forsyth's back. They're like, oh, you're like so abusive to him, you're so mean, why do you use him? So they have a whole storyline where none of like my work is even mentioned at any level, where they make pretend that I'm not Aurora, and they took Donna to court, and apparently they all lied in court for the benefit of Amber and whatever else they're working for, whoever else they're working for, with all their black magician people. So then, out of David, Caitlin formed another plan with Robert going, and then the Atlanteans, meaning, Brandon Irvin, Heather Harvey, and all these people, Michael Iaquinta, to do whatever they can to go against David and not have me leave here, and then just stay here and say that the Shasta people are the problem. So there's a war now between Atlantis and between Lemuria regarding those matters. So I had to contact Ashley McElveen this morning, because she had said that she would track me down anywhere I am, which was what Michael Iaquinta said when I entered the room over there. And he said that I had mental problems and that there's like plain to see to the naked eye. So yesterday, They sent Collier office that met me at the Dietrich Park, where they had also freed an inmate that they only put in there to, come, and literally he broke my rib. Like, he was so aggressive, in his follow-up, that my rib broke. That's how bad these people program their people in those facilities in Beaufort, which are not a reformation center, as I mentioned to the White House and to all the authorities that I email every day, including Ashley McElveen today, that, they send these people and they have them mind programmed to follow through with the black magic, not only done around me here, but behind the scenes. There's like higher ups that are manipulating all these people that have been watching all of us since we're born, and that know all about emotional intelligence and how to study people to determine their weak links, to use that against themselves, to use people to turn them against each other and make them hold grudges and make them competitive and make people like Amber want to beat me and want to tell me it's you, Orion, I'm going to kill you. And then, people like Crystal to tell me, if you ever come back to the island, I'm going to restrain you and I'm going to deport you, and then they haven't been wanting to deport me, even though I did write the White House actually a letter last week. I'm like, hey, what up? I mean, I've already asked the police as well, why don't you all deport me? Because they already have foreign influences and foreign dealings with having married Amber as a fraud broad in Beirut, so they don't want me anywhere near free on earth. They want me to be taken to these facilities to prove I'm not the real me, since Forsyth, had me go to the market with him, and I'm not sure, which cards they use. So they want to pin me on being a thief and whatnot for their agenda. Or they sent me a guy called Steve Miller, at another place where a guy called Brian called me once to meet them at, club seats here, because these men cannot approach me in person because now they're all programmed that they're married to the illusion. And it was a whole problem since the conception in Shasta. So at first they had Andrew for father of all creation, i.e. Lucifer, who is the same being as per them as Uriel, Archangel Uriel. So then next thing you know, he went all over on mission with Amy all over the United States. And in the end, when he proposed to her, she said no to his ring from his grandmother. So he was devastated and he left the house, and they told him he was not Lucifer. Michael kicked him out. So, to me, I was here on Hilton Head. I'm like, hey, how are you? I have a room in a hotel I've been paying month to month, and you're welcome to come. I have an extra bed. You can use the connection, and you can be on mission from here. So he said, screw that, and went to Lauderdale instead to do the Jiu-Jitsu Brazilian dance, which indicated to me that the guy is not really into mission, because if he did, and if he had any sense of common sense, common decency, courtesy, he would have come right there and took mission over to the next level with me, since he had already taken the website away from them. But they reopened Love Is One, and that's when they brought in the house Stephen Thompson under Russell Pearson to then play the game where, they're going to try to get, my awakening for the first Amber. That's how they can trap, Andrew, get rid of him. Then they brought the Christine that they already knew was there for the the Steven situation, to trap all the police and make them yes men. Yesterday, the cops actually knew. They know who I am, but they're writing fake reports just to stage a fake arrest, since I'm not budging. That's the whole story. So it is pretty sad, to be quite honest, but there is no sad happy. That's duality. So it is what it is, just watch and transmute the emotion. Oh my God, it's a cloud puff. It doesn't really even happen or exist. So that's being transmutational, using the lights and everything. And also, to all my new bookers, I want to tell you very clearly that whoever you are, if you're, trying to get a session and you're from Ohio or Jersey or New York or Cali or anywhere you come to me from, Missouri, Mississippi, anywhere you come to me from, even foreign nations, after you get your session, I highly disrecommend that you use that as a ticket to be in an orgy with Steve, Russell, Crystal, Christine, or Andrew, Amber, whatever else. I don't know who's who. I don't know how much you exchange and you do, but for you all to use the session work to then ruin your plasma just to have a seat in the Illuminati gang, I don't recommend you book a session with me to begin with, because it has been affecting my plasma and it has been making people aggress me that have taken other sessions for you to then, you know, get gang banged and raped, and then for you to lie to me, say, oh my God, I went on an ascension portal, but, you know, I started to say, forgive me, and I called you in the room, Aurora, and I used your rainbow bazooka, and then I called upon Saint Germain.